it was the order of the day. No, Kruma. I met to the Kanyamin Kwa. In fact, it was a whisker. Cause he see Coach Denisu.
Coach Ben.
Coach friends. Abdul Bisa. Yeah, Rabbi. Kakiti. Was the coach na kudi no Hong sa?
Time or guitarist.
So, was the coach na was the coach na kudi no
appetition. Nyame nkwana me pay appetition. Appetition. No na sometime a woman.
Sometime yeah.
Oh yeah, guitarist.
And on your popular
Number of miles what drama be and everything.
Sometime, yeah.
Until I'm going to see a woman cry, very difficult to say by answer.
Sometime and the landing with Dakujachi. And I can't na o hwa asma beti na hwa beti akobe kumogu
for Sunday man na and Tessa, why are you creating a certain impression better na wakuku ogu I mean why that who person can say
tell
why do you do I don't know yes sir
exchanges na heated o
exchanges been heated
na heated o
exchanges been heated so be abeti okuku ogu I mean then Bob Kofi why is he random man
it's not a good
say obi abeti so be kun ogun I mean nothing
tell me let's ask mo hot me say yes obosi
na de kese ne de aduma ma the one dey ba na epe you know
yeah any mark kingdom o
why are we talking like if say one dey na utimi here den anasa hayewa ha na ya one dey na edit ya
yeah be
enya one dey na edit organizations mu nti so obi abeti so say sir it is neither here nor there but betis one so what
bottom line is that ogum any asthma
you see these things meaning how it can be why these things are normal
yeah it happens
for a player to walk to a coach and ask him why I'm not playing it's normal okay Mourinho need player ben changes now okay player ben kick be some interview bia or catch Mourinho number 3 be a boy went to another club omo na Tottenham or 3 years
Asokoto.
Anya Asokoto. And that's that. Mourinho called Tottenham and saying, Danny Rose as well. Yeah. And just because I want to find out why I'm not playing. Na sa me bana say who can me can now chichi mu abeti ayere ko bubi.
Tell we then find out why I'm not playing no.
Na den.
Already the coach na accuse no. O kai tamale incident no. E ma hokro mu nya heated argument o bass no ho. And na flow back na no match masokoro no boys no damage no on be koso ye no coach ni for say obaye no wa ma ya de
is the same
and boy ni say wo no nipa na o ma ne bo ho no na na wi na mama be bo no training kwa no o ma oba the next day na ma ne boy
so
enti argument wo mo edu point ba ko foko ba o mo foko mo
oh ha foko mo ka say
some of them are unpredictable. I'm no can make some of the West me yent publish it but nanye present. Na say time straight away na hana yes suspended no.
Bet you okobu obi e dey na printable ten.
Oh time I bet you will be use West abuse if na say West I won't mean can abonte.
Na say fatao.
Time na fatao dey say no kre.
No kre say that's meti fatao anka say oni bodu ase oya.
Tama
Anyway, I want the person can say it's normal. And
normal leading to a suspension of the player.
Oh, when your boss feels that you have exhibited some level of insubordination,
gross,
or can say whatever, or which man catch was it if you send a part of structures near me see where you Sebia why any among some to penny say. It be a crown fast with Busami no Krawa Musani ye. A someone maybe Krawa Busami Kukuma, Kabaya sense all bad bedroom. And Tinam Sadia now I ain't me say any among the coffee. Wait, the son,
we sequence in the film.
Sequence
Tamale coach press conference no akwa accuse player no player na ninyi ho say coach na accuse ni say wona am koye penalty enye owie ye no na team bass ho na omo say separate omo kakra eno na ba betwam ko oba ye no Kumasi press conference the same after training grounds the same we say any problem.
Tamala, I heard what the coach said. I say the tackle was clumsy. It wasn't necessary. Is it the first time on Kabi? Coach Ben and Kabi.
Player was not happy. Say coach, you know, thrown out to the public.
It's not whether you are happy or not. And you won't go and show them. You work within an institution. The head, the one who selected you to go and play, say, it was wrong. Whether you are happy or not, that is his position. One on a selector, he can decide not to select you again. Because you were the best at training. But I'm a man go ball. You see, Sandy Maria Kaya and you person players not say. So no you know your pain. Now you're burning us or car. It's not whether you are happy or not. And I say boy do you in the selection I fatawa. We say I'm not happy, same thing. What kind of life is that? You are not happy when I select players. One on a select players or say me ma be member income na abo. We coach me tie na interview no. Or say tackle na the coy no. And the kwa fast go pie nipa no. It's all a bit clumsy. Coach intimi nkan we no jogo sha na bass so say me separate mo. Mamu so son kwada no so mo nye ne ma bonisa. Oh.
Tell me. Yeah, there are some guys say
Patrick Asma obobo wa brocho be ma ko buza coach asem no. Obobo e wa brochire broni ne coach na. Ko be ma ko ka sa den wa kama asem.
Tama, this is one of the aborigine no mutimi ko.
They ask them questions. They ask them to separate you be say me na mo abeti enti abe separate me. That is an aspect. Some say it's normal. It's not about say we my beti so say to say who your coach I get to the ada is nkola no bu.
Adama travel there.
O ka ko bi na no we coach moves no as of when I am coach bi no. O di Portugal ni o di bi.
No espirito sa.
That be on the so strong. Back.
Yeah.
We read any ground no mo. Oh no.
Yeah.
Say bibi sa bibi akwa bi.
You say sir.
O mu ka mu o mu nko da. Let the boys know. Say we are penya ma nyanya mo ho sa that man told the kakra na ba for the didn't talk anya so the bia no didn't
oh yeah ba did it no
it's the bia ni o waka se me nya wi
that be ensem
so the ma
did baby
the ma is issue no ye issue say paying for shame and say so but me try to me create a from different direction. You see,
the story is what
and
like the story itself.
And yet only one player. You see, the thing goes beyond only asthma. So too. They are also
it's true.
It goes beyond
suspension a fighting approach.
Now, players in the brain. I'm not doing a management things that Ogum selection and the way he's handling the players, you know, is not being fair.
And every no.
The things that some players, even when they're not playing very well, on touch over.
So who determines who is playing well?
Oh, send the
wow,
time.
Some player now watching
player. I'm gonna say it has gone management, and yet players are suffering here. Now I've gone beyond players to management.
I'm not talking about management because the story you brought has got nothing to do with management.
I'm expanding it
if
for
you have brought the topic of management, the approach will be different. So don't divert our attention. The attention now, as some of that person say, players be say the coach is not fair. That's why he puts us on the bench. If you extend and bring management, that will be another topic.
Oh, you see.
No, don't change it.
I'm changing it. No.
Tactfully,
no.
The selection of Ogum. In that case, you can bring angles. But when you play a business, the coach is not being fair. So, if you want to have a very good discussion, let's look at players, any selection Ogum. But so management near the now was starting.
Now that this you become
Liverpool now supporting. Team Liverpool. It's not the same set of players that play every day. enti ka omo sorry am boy bi an obo 4 bi a young guy bi
Gomez e ko bisa crop he told crop
club that's why I told you
omo nya exchanges but we there omo nya heated argument
exchanges no call yen na wo say captains enya sa na ye no enti na meka say o expand the management over broaden topic no obi antimi nka bi
is it
why say one topic why extend
but it is
an issue that the management has taken an interest in
like understanding but say
and everyone there's no coach
the issue no it goes beyond only Patrick Asma who say now Patrick Gana Aba
that's what I'm saying that's a non-issue it's a non-issue that because say coaches no say management ni coach no problem with selection that's not the topic under discussion. Enti na then yem fine who dey be ko beyond particulars man yem fa players. O ko fa management bam dey na supporters to be in selection no.
No say Jojo.
And I coach you be happen selection.
You know why my expanding I could do one because see now go to level some of the players Omaka come on Mati. You see Jojo another no.
Be am my
that is a position but in some
but my position is say I'm sorry I'm doing this. My position is say any football club in this world okwa players are not happy with the selection of the coach especially when they are not playing. So what is the news here? Say a player is are we not is the Patrick Asma is it better than Moro?
Oh yeah, no.
So why are we magnifying this?
I haven't said that here.
And
say now accusation to the same that yes players be because he likes them so much. One even
player be asem
but on one home they are over drop no.
Why no money home
when onye bad day onye boldness to drop him
because ebia who your coach who play in a bad day over drop on for one bad day. But I've seen players who coaches trust the war Munintino. They allowed them when Aubameyang was playing for us now on team to go. Yes, supporters and remember yes. Now it's Sano. But the coach kept him until one day he explained say he knows that so the next and he will kill him at all. Until me mana boss said the mojo maybe will come back. I'm saying say
at the point that he dropped him.
Maybe why did he drop him? I'm dropping him because of form. No, he dropped him one day when he went and did not come back. One match. So I'm saying say player be me to bench. And the coach no on premise no mama mo. Me say mama yen so. No player is happy when you put him on the bench. And say konye player.
Obiang so.
And then Diogo Jota and then Boko him say Luis Diaz by. Oba no content. What is what go to Diaz ma put you there.
Over to here obi kan.
Ade amoto so abrochi na ba ade amoto so.
Because abrochi no enkodu point where player and coach enya exchanges a omo nyom beto to omo sa.
Ade enti no oyesa. So buade ahun go the coaching zone in the exchanges. So when he's punished, he's rightly punished.
Na one say dey na coach no so catch player no.
Crop. Ene omo maka no. Mumfa sama hasu coach for the be respect no mumfa momo.
Omo so omo players ne kasa, omo players ne kasa.
Omo nsam crop aye say, we say oyi the baby film daddy be border.
So if there was no issue.
Manchester United support no. Ebi mo da bi omo nyam mo.
So if there was
no go enjoy ade.
It should be a new and coach Prosper. Any player or yare ba ko bobo player on yare tinchen.
Player man so yare. Man ga so yare.
One ga so yare.
Because when say coaches will take instructions from the doctor.
Onya he has been sick since last week. Is it is it Friday or Saturday? He has been sick since and a wire besi Obianka said you see for me almost say ebia me are never for the campaign me obia blues bianco so fine bianco so but what they make can say there is an issue that need to be resolved issue no say now players for say according level bia they think that play A even when he's having a bad day not playing well match now nya dey mponi enyini mfiri
I go coach engine dinta
and who
also your man new ni bi
oye na man nyindi
na taba se wo je bidi na senti se omo ne yie na wo nyini fi na amane bo na wo de obi so ba na so ono so omo ne ya na on de okọ akizu no ada on de okọ akizu no nya gidi ono so mu se ono so mojo be bae
accusation ndi no yini fi ma bae na pia na no me ni masmai obae obobo 10 mu 9 na nwiem bone na baby obone na moro no
nya the same did no mu na ono so man mojo ni bi
1 2 3 na ba kokopo ma na go atnato how are you compare them? He's better than him. Asema Moses say he's better than him. Ma don't
Obian compare mu.
So what is the issue?
Nobody's comparing him.
He's far better than him. Are they realm?
Obian compare mu.
And the coach knows that.
Na so who so be
and not just an accusation of asthma no and you're right and then you're fair say he knows that where you're better than him now you expect the same performance from him then you're not being fair.
You are player.
Then in that case you're not being fair.
Go be bram
Well, in the first place, it's quite unfortunate. Say it misses say, and me assure say it is something Kotoko management I'm managing come together with Dr. Ogum, Dr. Ankasano. I trust him for a lot of things. I say over manage because since we are not one thing is that player BC. Bonso be humna anya hwe no support kakra baby na we were how so you have to manage it well so that playing body the atmosphere in camp on and say ade bi na hemu kakra because Asman he started season no Bobby no Bopa Patrick Asman he started season he was playing time pa and he drew baby na Muru na kasa so ti bench Imoro last month in the crown match he trained me on a J best player Kotoko playing body as a left back. Such a player, how do you tell me say coach has decided to play him so favoritism? Kotoko playing body down in the month of March was the overall best player. And Omomano 2,000 Ghana cedis. And so the overall say overall there. It means that any one particular position are there. So be the overall best player of a team in a particular manner. A chess and new position on they put the entire team together. No, Imoro was better than any other player the month of March. The month of March, yeah, can was any season. Imoro as this time round, Kotoko free kick but Toha is like a penalty for him. The execution of free kicks. Sa transition so all movie up and down then the crosses. He is one of the creative players at Kotoko is here even as a left back. The modern game now no. And then we talk about Arnold Robertson. Edeben you come wasem. You see they are creative. So almost say forward. That's how they know more. They have. But Robertson is always playing. Why? Because he gives them something, a lot of left backs into me from Liverpool team in a creative players and Arnold and Robertson. Kotoko team in a Imoro as a left back. Anytime Obe pop it up, he's on the verge of creating something. With this, how do you expect the coach to drop him? Now, let me ask this question. Let's assume, without admitting, say, coach, and I'm maintaining core of the team. I'm saying the starting lineup on Tansi Sano. You're fan, sir. But any sanity because men who said a crop, you're fan, sir. Well, yes, sanity. Or men who Kotoko this season, including my own Kufiajimai. Kotoko players are my obian opportunity or ban or shock a crack. Oba, no, what take a decision on you. Oba, no, take a decision on you. But young fan is our maintenance team now wants to sound. That team now wants to stand at some point in time between the first and the second with me be a 12 points gap. Yafan said, "Oh, maintain one team wants to stand between first and second." I'm not talking about Has and Kotoko, the team ecosystem. But Edia became a dark Kotoko. It me drew baby na points gap no the difference between first and the second. I want to say team it me quiet 12. Mobobia na na eba no. Player bia or mobobia na person stay active and relevant. South player no onye happy. Any player that wants to be relevant in the team, so while more game nibia, he will never be a happy player. Why? Because he knows that say Obobia ne value a costro. And to see about game a na say Patrick Asma any a good day supporters be so journalists will discuss Patrick Asma. So at the end of the day, the value of Patrick Asma no a bit pa. So on the principle of some of these things, you understand the player. But the reality is that the player in his position has been one of the exceptional performers of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And to that player now all in his position now, why one of the exceptional players, you know? How do you tell the coach is on dropping? And I'm giving you some few reasons. One, before a coach, legend, Mesembe Maswe Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I will never forget this. Kotoko, Ebo, Kotoko ni Bibiani Go Stars. The first leg, you know. I think that was match day 3. Abebi amede sa first leg ne eka asem Kotoko ni Bibiani Go Stars. Eno mkosho mo 1-0 no. Isaac Opon times how boni be at the tournament, you know. After that game, no, I'm back and say. The kind of integration I mean who no Kotoko Division 1 players, Division 2 with a lot of new players are the emphasis on free Premier League teams in a buy. But Kotoko na mimi ku fimi de mani hu kakra legend men say players a bad first season na. Eya na almost struggle pa. But the kind of integration I saw in the early stages of the season and I also be see this time.
Okay.
And the coach na here Division 1 players on Mabel Rem. A lot of new players on Remo Mobile. Imoro na ye can ask was the overall best player of the team, of the entire team.
Covid that point is made. Mamin Tejibo Kakrana, Membrana, Yebedi Wallacott come on briefly, bare 15-20 minutes.
Jojo.
But yeah, Jojo. What's the name? What's the name?
That's a quote. A judge, our boy. Usudiana unim.
If I say no.
As a judge, I will say yes. Jojo. There be a Mekasa with him. We say the biggest political party in Ghana is Asante Kotoko. The many fear. Me fancy me who my Ghana. Me who in this, me who in PP. Confusion sim, problem sim. 100.7. But the sim no enu Asante Kotoko. Kotoko de ba esuchen political parties de. Kotoko ni football club
abekun so chia.
Bejene so. No abedu.
Minim be dia.
Abusa na ma so abedura.
Okay.
Abedu aseme mana kwa.
Otie onti.
Okay. Zoto me hu football club etimi kwa na ekonanim. Ekwa tu Sometymer just some few minutes away of winning a trophy. Zoto na bibia bebom pan na ajebu. Bibi ni so ba bebom no na free team na emu. Me hu wie kura no Zoto me hu 1993 Kotoko bo Champions League final. Then Mr. Akosa was the chairman of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Anakosa. Niye woni panimu bia Zoto no mutie kira. Clearly who some Kotoko. But at the same time, no better final and Zamalek Share Kotoko. Near Casa Mr. Akosa wanya ade. Near the team near the mom. Atwa Herbert Mensa time. Zoto. Kotoko bebo Africa African say Kotoko dia. Yanka say Herbert Mensa na ade Africa, ese Kotoko na ade Africa. Banani pebi shechiri. No matwetwe ahoma twetwe eno mompa ye nyina ne se makotoko nye cap omo ye kotoko fo ne bewie no Herbert Mensa ntimi anye cap nti wanya de omko no mo na baba fatim no sadia na tena for so many years including last season issue ya ye ka ho asemi mizoto e bia manfo refi ade ama Asante Kotoko anye league ni last season e bi na asaba no Adea ama Kotoko anye league last season e bi na asaba no. Bare to time and a refi. When players any coach started so munya problem. That was the end of Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the league. Kotoko we ye nyina wa league no. Ayekun ayenno. Sunday na Mr. Let's asem na diebu. But ni nyina nkanfu ano. eno ana me ne panyini bi di nkomo aso mo ka che me ne say your football clubs are Mr. Two make players and make coaches sa clubs no ubetime de kotoko ne ha asakoto na bodu ya de power medema bodu modern bo medema na wosoro ba bodu antimi anye league title wo medema bodu ba has no Mr. Half season na bodu aje league title aje FA Cup oje ni mienu nti antimi amo super cup na ese di super cup ka ho ene bodu etam ni CV so ko pa adwuma waje treble ahen no je no has of folk no medema aha school hu no coach FNS postpanate ogumoya asante kotoko coach oba kotoko no oya ade pa ba club Kumasi asante kotoko ebetimi ameki no say nese prosperity league na zoto obe move from baby and one to different level and there be amekasa asem we say we a local coach now coach kotoko u coach hasa we a potential candidate to coach the senior national team Black Stars ubetimi a coach Black Stars amana yi nansi ya ni epe local coach samo ma coach Black Stars yi Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu sorry o say yongo fa kotoko coach ne ma na me that time kwa no G League it's just imagine say ebi a prosper the kotoko agi league it's the American question nyina na say at this particular stage just so you're very careful is the head coach stage na ejina sese no just so you're very careful and there is a case study any when the poor mo ya around that omo hu bare to de ni de si ye
wa manaye mumuna kakra
me ma ne nya hu
aye kesrene
on se be fa me de nyoma miensa na aka asem say kotoko as a political party is bigger than MPP and NDC mu confusion na sucha MPP and NDC kotoko nko na ekwaji nkunudi a na obi ti ba bi so ye kotoko ni o se match we de nkenya ya nke mu lusu say de be ya ye mo sometime a this on the J Cup no
yeah
so what did they mention say it's when I'm trying to tell you ni say me from investigation am I no sa de na start sa de na ahase so what did they mention say enti ensem aye kanyina na say na we because from the matter enemy hwehwe mu no so it's not about obi bo aje obi enya about obi bo eja obi tina make say asem na esi no similar to Barreto de no
Barreto de net
say a player say and no start say onya banter with the players at a certain point when him say kotoko ball league game wo bo ase na yes Barreto take ma o ma ball league game na wi o mo ba so take man who was this is not a football club. The politics is too much. A do stage, you know, a loose dressing room. New instructions, no players, ni bimfa. And there were certain players I'm to do. You real last season in league, no, almost not because of their performance, but because of their attitude. It's the American, you say. A bit to say the management being led by Nana Acheampong. Team managers omo play key role when it comes to team setup. Ohini Brenya. Based on what happened last season. In years omo tenase maybe see this season. League ni yenwie. League na yebono yenwie. Matches aka doso. And matches na aka na makotoko nyi league no. Even though omo that top. Omoda esoro am Mr. Otuo ehun ni sheda no so because the second place team o chase kotoko na nya house of folk say nei ye fa league table no na kotoko that first na has na that second na kotoko leading has 7 points na be mo boda aka say 8 matches in the league ka kotoko be panic more than Bechem United or that second
true
it's Ocean League na most kotoko supporters even though has cry out of the top 4 but most of their concentration were has games so sana ka has so that's rank be 4 no my free 4 but by my dema were goal difference no more the channel so tell me just it's what I'm trying to say ni say they see last season no so enu biem na aba no
okay
it is the management the technical team
players ni na omunyai politics no ma coach ni
I'm not saying that say players in your politics the politics ni nipa na what team the departments ni nyina
omunyai coach no
board management technical team and the playing body
okay
ehon na ya na kotoko politics ni free zoto enti na me kan say and only football club obeti them o me do team ni pa
if they don't win the league may I just say the supporters will not forgive them all of them
yes entimi to asumienu
yes
entimi to asumienu nti ya make nyina na say ebisi last year
okay
and this season ba ku bia say unity the board the management the technical team omontimi disappointed fans ni biem
na players no mu ade ni nyina so mu hwe no mu make sure say
na no be on say o fan say wa asem na o kan say na tia then it becomes the job of the technical team the management and say na huri akoboard
nonsense for some person dey ntokwaso
central for do fa news ni bo mo be kan ye be kan
mo fa bi nka ho
so be di bi kan
ni na beti o be na beti so say coach no and also hear me pa because mo udi
you to they make
honestly coach in post match or Tamale till the next day okay me be introduce say Moreno me the link Moreno be my captain kwade say when he pontificated say Obina ekopia obi and he also mentioned the goalkeeper and so a move call now me can say you either go the crop way or the Moreno way so come Moreno way you might begin to have issues with the players yes and no one trust obi so what's my me say me nkoto ade me na say bia me bana me police I didn't problem but now ujam bedom e ka say me na me yeah so okay I try to relate it here but emma obia so kwan say ososo obeye niamo ho sem agree now what I saw after the loss here me am a purpose match after the loss here where what the coach said is players now ma ba be through ha no and one said the same set of players and they were a bit sluggish almost slow their movement or can be about their movement but all in all we will go back and then try to solve our problems because it's the same players who got to where we are who got us to where we are and me point is so who will be a leader now say a man a certain responsibility whether his decisions favor you or not I was say or accept it and try to improve
agree
and he said coach if he said coach you know or what's na bench do and but for young kind of coaches or trust Salamonia the best of games no born in recent times
of course yes
but coach even himself more Salah ye be pon kra na mu ayeden a obetima ye bibi enti bia wo ye origi o te bench na coach training am ye nyire or the right to believe
over last minute crowd be go but the next line
and it's everywhere maybe there's a if you decide say ye nyina ye pe and we should treat us same there be abenya problem with authority
on that score no there menyi ni say obi a water bi so oje en ho chini o this is na zakito ka no you see say we side ni nyira wi a it is oh no we no do comparison
obi am anye training
of the say
o the management ne bam dia
100.7 in confidence I think the way they yasam ask myself if you been by one a boy heard someone told him that coach you know I can say so I said I if you been ever coach din komo now coach di here no from Tamale I'm you see ABI a hanty I have to do I mean team more. But you see, the boy, so you know my relationship with guys now handle Patrick Asman. So with him, my relationship with from way back. You understand? And Omar Car somehow boy na kwate say after the Tamale game, coach Akacho be say he suspect that boy no share no penalty no.
Oh, say that's
how
do we prove?
That's why.
You be so akwate. Oh,
it put the boy into more problems.
No, this is the issue.
So those who are managing the boy, so many boy he did this and come away. Are you helping him say, coach, you know, I catch you be you need to catch no. I'm be so I catch you be or suspect is a boy, you know. That is why should that professionally coach him for a boy in country and suspect. So I couldn't come over baby. And boy no obviously will confront the coach. And one of those things
and baby I send feedback
so let's be what they are command the sick home coaches. Baby
I send feedback. The boy will try that song.
Some of
But legend,
so,
you see,
the boy will try the song because of where it is coming from.
Me who the SEO, they should internally destroy themselves. You see, me who the SEO, me name the SEO Kumasa Sante Kotokwa. They shouldn't internally destroy themselves. You see. Until they shouldn't create something within the club and destroy themselves. And eventually go and blame outsiders. So they should keep their focus and concentration. Now, Mumbo games, you know. Omobon is 7 points gap. I think it's quite a good point gap. And
let's move on. This in Koma, Wallacott, DNA, by and Fadiaka. And Mess also said, I don't know whether it's ready. We spoke to him earlier on. Yeah. Well, as Ghana's #1 goalkeeper, Jojo Wallacott is our guest today, and we are fortunate to have him. We will be speaking to Jojo in a minute and then find out, first of all, how he has fared, how he feels about his call-up to Ghana, his debut call-up, and all the things about the World Cup Qatar 2022, and then what his hopes are, what he hopes to achieve with the Black Stars, and of course, whether he is still going to be with Swindon Town, his club, or whether there are offers for him to move to other clubs. So, first of all, let me welcome him. Jojo, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, everything is fine. I hope you are enjoying life in the UK.
Yeah, it's good, thank you.
Let me find out first of all your debut call-up. I mean, it sparked a lot of controversy in Ghana. How are the Black Stars unless inviting a goalkeeper who is playing in League 2? So there were a lot of doubters. You came and you have proved everybody wrong. What was your reaction when people started discussing this in the media with regards to you being a tier 4 goalkeeper playing in League 2 and then getting an invitation to play for the Black Stars? How did you feel when that discussions were going on?
To be honest with you, I don't pay much attention to what people outside say because I feel the only people who know is yourself and the coaches who watch you every day. They're the only people that understand. Of course, there's going to be conversations about this goalkeeper's playing there and maybe he's not up to, but I think it's a matter of opinion, and people are always going to talk no matter how well, wherever you play. So I just told myself I have to come and work hard and prove people wrong.
Okay, so you came and then, Jojo Wallacott became an instant hit. You were in the post at the AFCON, and more dramatic was what you did during the World Cup qualifiers with Nigeria, helping Ghana to get qualification to the World Cup. That's what everybody is asking. Are you going to still be with Swindon Town? Are there offers on the table? Are you likely to move, or what is it? What's the discussions around the table at Swindon Town, your club?
Well, for now, that's not the talking point. At the moment, I'm concentrating on getting promoted with Swindon, and then when the season's finished, I can see where I am.
Okay, so your experience with the Black Stars, has it improved your performance? I mean, that's your personal assessment. Has it improved your performance in any way? Since you joined the Black Stars, you have been a regular goalkeeper for your club, but has the Black Stars call up and you keeping with the Black Stars changed anything with regards to your performance?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot more intense with the national team. Physically, the boys are a lot quicker. And also dealing with the pressure when you represent a nation as great as Ghana, you have to learn fast and be able to cope with external factors. So yeah, in that sense, yeah, I've learned a lot.
Okay, then let's talk about your experience and the Ghanaian culture, because you've lived your life in England, UK, where things are a bit difficult, a bit different from what you experience in Ghana. How are you able to adapt in terms of the Ghanaian culture when you touched down, when you first came? How was it like? It was like you being in a new place, you have no experience, and you are in Ghana. Did you notice, were there any difference? How did you absorb the Ghanaian culture that makes you feel so comfortable?
I didn't say I had to. I just, maybe because I can't speak Tree as well as I'd like to, but I mean, the Ghana community over here in the UK is small, but I've grown up going and experiencing some things. I've been to Ghana when I was younger. I went in 2008. So no, it wasn't like a new experience for me. I knew how everything worked and how everything operated. So no, I was extremely grateful to be back in the country, and to be representing the national team was just something I've always dreamed of doing. So no, I was very privileged when I come back over.
So what were the difficulties? I mean, how was it? Because new food, new language, you're meeting a set of players for the first time. How did you manage? Were there difficult areas?
No, I don't think so. I have to thank the GFA, the technical team, and all the players for making me feel at home when I arrived. Anyway, it's like a family. When you're there, it's like a family. Everyone welcomes you, and everyone helps you settle in well. So no, there was no issues at all when I came to the national team.
And who was your first friend, and who is your best friend now? Who helped you settle in?
They're all good. Dede was really welcome when I went there. I spoke to him, and he settled me in with everyone. Yeah, I'm close with everyone. It's a close group, and everyone's like a family. Everyone's like a brother to each other.
Obviously, people may not know much about the league in England, and that's League 2. How would you describe it? What would you tell us about the league in England? Because, I mean, people just hear of League 2, and it's a fourth tier. How difficult is it? And how would you compare that with football in Ghana? Can you tell us anything about how the league is in England, the League 2 especially, Swindon Town, the competition and all that? How would you describe it?
Yeah, the football in the UK is quite dynamic. It's quite intense. It's physical as well. I can't compare it to Ghanaian football because I've not played in the Ghanaian league, so I can't really answer that. But no, it's more competitive than you probably think. I mean, people look at it and say it's the fourth league, but it's still a difficult league to play in. Some very good players in the league. So no, I still feel like the league has a lot to give.
Okay. Now let's talk about the World Cup. We are going to Qatar 2022, and obviously Jojo Wallacott's name will be with the Ghanaian contingent. You have any personal targets? What do you think? What do you hope to achieve as far as the World Cup is concerned?
Well, first, to represent the nation, anyway, it's a massive honour for me. It's still a dream come true. But to be playing at a World Cup and to be able to play for Ghana at a World Cup is I have to pinch myself. I think with the group of players we have, there's so much potential for us to go as far as possible. And obviously from previous tournaments, the expectations up there, so we hope we can deliver on the stage.
Before then, Ghana must play in the qualifiers for Ivory Coast 2023. And Ghana has never won the AFCON since 1982. We've been in finals, we've been in semi-final. That has been a target. There's a general hope among the public in Ghana that Ghana may clinch it for the first time in 2023 in Ivory Coast. Looking at the spectacular way with which we qualified for the World Cup, playing Nigeria in the 2 legs. You hope we can win the AFCON in 2023, Jojo?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, the players we have and the potential we have as a nation, I don't see why we can't, because we know our standards are up there. So obviously we were disappointed with the most recent AFCON. It wasn't what we expected, or the outcome wasn't what we wanted, but I'm sure we can work hard and we can be even more successful and we can win it.
Coach Milovan Rayaba gave you your debut appearance with the Black Stars. He left after a dismal performance at AFCON, and then Otuo came. What is the difference between the two of them? Is there any difference? Are they of the same type? How do they encourage you? Which of them really gave you the impetus to be in the post? Who would you settle for?
I have to, well, with all due respect, I have to thank Nilo for the opportunity he gave me. Both coaches, they have different methods, and I think it's like every other manager around the world. It's down to the player individually to work hard to play in the team. Otto's been very good. Obviously, he's given the players different ideas, and we've all been very receptive to it. And as we can see, they've worked. So it's all good.
Then to the saves you made in Nigeria, I mean, you were outstanding in that very game. People have even said that Ghana's qualification, we qualified because of that performance from Jojo Wallacott. I mean, Ghanaians were so excited to see the way you kept the post for us on that day. What do you think might have accounted for that kind of performance, considering the fact that there was a huge crowd at the stadium in Abuja? What really was your motivation on that day, because you were really superb?
I guess it's just down to the fact that it's been my dream to play for Ghana, and also when you grow up as a small boy, those are the sort of games you want to play in. And I did everything that was at stake. There was too much to lose. We had to win the game, so I was just so focused. I'm just thankful that we got it over the line. But also, I felt like I had to prove a point. Obviously, coming into the national team is not easy, but with an opportunity like that and so much the rivalries and the qualification, there was only one outcome, and that was to be successful.
Okay, so how has your popularity or rating improved in the UK, especially among the Ghanaian community? Obviously, since you joined the Black Stars, a lot of Ghanaians in the UK would then be asking and looking for you. Are you now very popular among the Ghanaian community in the UK since you are #1 goalkeeper?
I've had a few occasional people bump into me and ask for a picture. I wouldn't say I'm popular at all. I'm the same person. I just keep my head down and keep working hard. And yeah, it's nice to know that a lot of people are proud of what we've done as a team collective. It's not just about me, it's about the whole team representing the nation. So, I mean, you never know, after the World Cup, maybe more people recognize, I don't know. But I've been back.
Okay. So now the World Cup, we are in Qatar, but we are drawn against the likes of Portugal and other countries. Obviously, you'll be facing Cristiano Ronaldo. And how well do you know our opponents in our group? Portugal, South Korea, and of course, Suarez and his people. How well do you know our opponents?
Yeah, there's obviously big teams, big countries, big players. I'm sure we'll have our preparations done right for those games. Yeah, like the magnitude of Ronaldo he's the face of football. Everyone recognises him. Everyone knows what he's about. So yeah, the opportunity to play against them would be fantastic. But the most important one is to represent Ghana at a World Cup. That's the ultimate goal. That's the dream come true. So we're hoping when we go there, we can be as successful as possible.
So which of the Ghanaian languages do you speak? You said you couldn't speak Chi. Which of them were you able to speak?
Ga.
Okay. So where are you from in Ghana? Where are you from in Ghana?
Accra.
Accra. Where?
My mom's from Accra. She's.
Which part of Accra? Tell me.
My friend, you're challenging me. No, she's in Kumasi right now.
Okay.
She's got a place in Kumasi now. She's over there now, having some time away. So when I go back, I go to Kumasi and stay in the house.
Okay.
And then we travel to Accra to just see around and have a good time.
So your mom is from Accra?
Yes.
Okay. And your dad is from where?
That's from UK.
Okay.
That's British, yeah.
Okay. All right, so Jojo, we are so much grateful for your time this afternoon. We can only wish you the best as you prepare to go for the World Cup. But before then, you need to help Ghana qualify for AFCON 2023 in Ivory Coast. And we wish you all the best also in your career with Swindon Town. Thank you for speaking to your reply.
Also, Yemfanko one round be go. You mam say him free way. Jojo matters arise in Bibiana.
You too. The guy said no a post to any other two a part social media na man for comment interesting but may so happy stage at Jojo Wallacott Edru and last time there was a debate say on one year man number 1 to the World Cup nana and I keep on saying say based on the wise better and then Black Stars any goalkeeper be obey the Jojo
from the local league
baby any goalkeeper be obey the Jojo it's currently it's a see baby agent there he's our best goalkeeper and they say why I'm a Ghana nafano sa confidence na early stages near mu be feel so lacking no and now panic no say we overcome sa de no o you no sin chen a obusan about your chances at the Cup of Nation you know before the Cup of Nation e bebo World Cup even though there will be qualifiers for the Cup of Nation before World Cup never go born World Cup no maybe there this is my assessment on the Black Stars and they say and they see a can't walk up because Yakobida Yako yes ya boy humodin any country be a besi and World Cup piano so on your Germany on your Italy on your Brazil these are traditional World Cup winners because on one day on a day crowd babo papa no omo timi fa kwan bi so no mashaw intobeka in 2006 yes, check yes USA. But when you say group stage, the best game was against Italy. bomu she 2-0 yene Brazil I believe we say samba football no na ye omo dia adana Ghana mom na ebo samba football na Brazil use breaks and edisha Ghana it's omo dia they have that experience but we no sin chen a Portugal mo Uruguay mo South Korea mo zoto based on the World Cup ni yanko World Cup masa countries omo nto yeso ain't possible it's in asema no can say they are trying to build themselves build a strong team for the World Cup and then they are adwene and yeah nyome ya be ma boda to say the near discuss offer no me this is my stance obrana ayebo no omo eno mo sha ase nyom ne enum ko wie there are certain things in life you just have to accept enu ye nipa da sani a nyankopon abowa because we as ne nyankopon dia no nipa da sani untimi nsesa no
ti de wa puto no oti so di boma no
yoto
anya blaster am a
e bi kwa baby a utie yoto baby a utie e bi a de oso won sa du ko school odu twa mu free so ame say de be ya ka mo
adem ko new nation ba
edu ko new nation e bi a time a obehia no kura change ka e bi a otwa sometime na ko oh say be je kakre obane do adu stage bi as maybe a wadwene na kwa akodi no e bi a masa area say what the mention as it's when o accept side say oh na say opa yemfa by percentage say wo siso a
uni hwe no a wasafo no hu mobo no
e man na no mu siso na msoto odo mo pa no enyo dodo na enyo mo no ye ware wo mo
Oma oni hwe no omo do no uye ya
na me say there be o asem na me kan ti me say se wusiso se wusiso na zo betwempna wo ye be mo wo ye oba o bizutu
we no nipa ba ko pe na bi atuna yeah ti hanu ma
babe o brace
this experience ni bi
wo ye be mo wo ye oba o se wo ni be ma betwempna so be ma no oba betwempna ye siso a o ma ye do mo pa no bo se dodo anya o ma ne ye ko ware wo mo and I see making me boy.
Ti do one no na sesen.
No.
Anasa so okay dey. They no don no pa no na ware na se de ware de no na don no be.
Edu stage we am so too. Na fe abaye matter of love and life.
Yeah. It's true. Me no ya adwene.
Abaye matter of love.
Last time boy so we are qualify ma Oscar.
Na
in just go World Cup I just said you tuom ka.
No, enye obi abona fire property. Omo be ye adwuma na atuom ka. Enti ne ye kasem so to. Even players na ye discuss no. It can even be possible say 2 or 3 months to the World Cup. No mo form adepe. Na player bi kura na ye money din ne. Na wa pagya na ye de na World Cup.
Ba Jojo de ono an.
Say dear.
Na bruti no wa ka.
David say dear. Eti sometimes one say na wo kan say me say name dem. Yes. Then say na wo kan say me say you nyoma be in life so when you understand it. Otuo brana say. Baby a wo sha say baby a be wie. Say what dem mention say. And na who say e bia stages in life. Say nas wait here. Hana nyankopon de na duru. Me so hana mewo. Don't challenge him.
You that's it. Ma Kofi Mrebi na.
Well, Jojo na kasa no.
Before me say me say general question. Am for o hinfa.
Emede.
From mama qualifies from anom say man Salisu Munim go for you should forget about them. You belong to that school and how we say Ghana ni bi o ya available o ya DB and why ready bia. Ana ye de wa puto na na hinfa mu.
Me de na ye ka obi ti say Tarek Lamte.
Yeah.
Horse in all doimo. I think say these are not players who are rejected Ghana. They are players who are rejected Ghana on several occasions. I mean, that is my point. Or Tarek saying chasing and are rejected. I think he penal and he's ready to play. But there are a lot of players who are rejected Ghana. Ya boni punonim. Some of them are more family creative just eventually now the point in NSA omona public knowledge obi to say Salisu say legend it is a public knowledge ubom memo Ghana ya boma. Legendary, you are aware say Otuado crack even World Cup playoff with Nigeria no. Otuado once again went there and spoke to Salisu also on board.
According to Otuado report in the Wankasa,
legend.
when you get close to him,
yes,
you understand
him. But you understand it. But eventually, he decided not to be part of the home and away playoff with Nigeria. Wamba.
Wamba now decided.
Legend Wamba, he made a decision not to join. But the point is that bomber playoff near today. If World Cup no cast why ready, maybe then it will be able and we all embrace him because we don't have a choice. May that's how I support it. Say play be a yina say what did some money and that's why I said the annual Jesse and support. I don't have a choice. That is how I support my club. When you the very moment he put on the Jesse, I don't have because I'm supporting it means that I'm not supporting the club now or born 90 minutes. But the point is that CNSA near set a bad precedent. And to play this bit me picky in Europe, you be bona obeka so mo. Unim say e do World Cup na say you qualifier. Obebo, you be friends one mebo. To bet
Jeffrey
Slop. On any situation no quite a so he has been in and out ne dey no sa na sibiti. I think say on any dey happens to do with oba the kind of treatment you demand within the team. And the willingness to play for Blasters. But Oba, he believes that he is playing the Premier League very competitive for Crystal Palace. But Oba treatment a demand in terms of playing time or Blasters, you know. And when Jeffrey Slop on an issue, it's not about the readiness to play for Blasters. And to the American and say there are some players who are more rejected, and those players in almost situation here quite different, quite the baby. But omo ya boprunma, ma catch areas of fanina, so more Blasters. Blasters in your World Cup take it also bebo. See ya shasa issue ni ya ye bedru point bi play bi sabe picky or bury jet Blasters the very moment ye benya Canada US 2026 was me ready mebo.
Okay.
So as I know man we should manage it. Jojo Wallacott, later I believe say games bi o ha woda ba ku mienu ana so boba ku mienu a e de udin beka ade a you fit da ho mpacho atase o. E bi enye games bebe we so ko Cameroon and share anko yi. I was there with them. But Ghana and Nigeria were derby. And maybe this is our game where they watch Blasters ache. But our World Cup playoff way between Ghana and Nigeria, Nigeria say the biggest no mabo. In our history, say Ghana Nigeria, say no more AFCON final. You know more AFCON final. And the World Cup playoff say yeah, one of these two countries, Ghana Nigeria. Number Kwako World Cup. Nigeria say the biggest fish I know mabo. And when a Jojo Wallacott ekwaje ticket in the Maganas yenko kata. Crucial says both home and away baba arani Abuja. Enti sadia na Jojo de wayeno. Amani dia baba can be called Ghana ni Nigeria ba kwasam ya dia aya ni free ye yin da ye kan. And anytime ever pop up bia we will make mention of Jojo Wallacott. And one good thing is that because of club na wadano a smaller club any division or no. Sweden town enti onya sa crowd no in terms of supporters any atmosphere no onya bi was our level no but obo home and away between Ghana and Nigeria crowd ohun ye wo Kumasi ne crowd na ohun no Abuja no any kakra ko hu no AFCON no sa tournament yi abe prepare no in terms of the atmosphere ebe condition enough in terms of the kind of a year also expect work out proper and a good so onya sa test no. No, to me, we stand this our testing against Nigeria. And I think that at the moment he's prepared and he's groomed for a World Cup na Bekoso Wakata. So legend, I think that we're proving some of us no wrong. Okay. I think that he has really gotten to that level.
Right. Swindon Town. Then I check county grounds 15,720.
Oh yeah. Who's atmosphere in Bida? Oh 60,000 or Abuja. And who 40,000 plus Accra de Buso. And now I wouldn't atmosphere when Nigeria and quite fast to qualify. And to based on this, we say a man who safi.
100.7.
Oh my baby, I am. It was a Kotoko. I say, Kotoko 2000. Kotoko 2000. And a house in Elmina 700 something. Yeah.
My belief is that national team at any point in time, the best place available.
Cameroon for any side any new. Sa asoma kan e wo kan wo Yaoundé ana baby I say national team they are the best available. They believe that there are some players who have lacked with the national team. Almost I did you know only current form on the club. But the national team this year.
Say they started so bobo as a bojan. So bobo should go back community and work up bobo.
No, but here. They say Jojo Wallacott.
And I'm saying say or statistic or bobo. Now statistic or should go. What do you make us as a moja?
No go for crack as
oh yes, these are players. They have track record. So them Johnson. Oh, to say Sule, the boy our born a hasi. So them Johnson, the boy our born a hasi. Otuo Acheampong, ABS starting next season, because starting next season before the World Cup. Now we obo say has a JBA FA Cup and League. Now has a Bo Africa. Next Sule perform here. Based on the track record, so Sule make country say we retire from national team. Jojo Sule be kwa kobo. Cameroon for say anything e ma Roger Mela.
Baba is also on kwa we matches ni nyina.
Oh me there I think so. Eso baby akọ. Ah, na dem mo turn say mo select match zamana go. Qualified by. Na no for player akọ turn by. What got to play about Baba with team and prove us here for them away. What be that? Best of both has match be so you fitter.
Contract in the side. Yeah, more ball Baba. Baba is ya more ball because and I am more good because FIFA did not approve. But league na everybody the GF approve.
I na soon as you say park your also approve my for contract no. E will contract them.
As am okay ya recorded that o still in the cancer.
Oh approve. The pitch. Also no complain pitch no. E we work.
Baba Mbachomba. You have been about. Oh, catching as hard supporters in the league contract as soon as signs a park and your own
pitch and your own pay.
Okay, 17.
Yes, says so many day. We are busy one day.
Okay.
I know what the evidence, national evidence, what traffic evidence is our evidence. You see, you're about 2006, 2010. And 2006, 2010, and 2014. Now I'm best side man was yeah qualify World Cup no. Be now bo qualify na by your community tournament.
You was so friend me no real I mean needing go.
By your community tournament no.
You do from London, but you do not buy. You say reports coming out some few years ago is that Mino Rala is dead. Alan's agent. So that's a Poba agent.
Poba.
And I do not the Bambi who was a bit. Abrahu.
But some of the credible Italian journalists, Takrakeldi Palmeri, were reporter of the news. TGLA7, and it's one of the respected TV sports stations in Italy. Omar reported. Yeah, some more. Oh, the
your platform sitting in our report too. How many in our report?
The war report, no, the name. After Kunimati, I'm one.
And always. I break. The man is we somebody on your buy. By putting your player or buy or boy.
Oh, people are sending it. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll say when I attack ready primary, no. Kwame has now also for it city. For your agent for Ibrahim of Sukan. Ibrahim Baha,
Moskin, you're any daily pa. You're any daily pa.
You skill mines and I'm fine.
For
you'll be all by and put on a boy. Or we are not swimming mobile. I feel from some mobile. By quite 2014. I feel also a boy, Kevin. So I'm going to buy. Oh no, buy not a boy. Emma. Or fire Ghana to the GD and a better contract. I mean, we are almost one more.
I am AFCON qualifies now. We matches in your movement.
So, it's maybe I believe that if the boys are ready, na say na okay na me tie Otuo hu say it's me brand ya thing na the benye no kre because Otuo my the like the fair idea of boy in situation. I see if you go closer to the boy, you understand him. That is 1 2. Otuo say boy no is willing to play. The boy is willing to play. Just the ABR at right time. You see whatever happen. Mr. Otuo, for Jojo dear, I think say Oba no. Jojo say Jojo Eba no. AFCON na yes it was said he had a bad AFCON. Though many believe say most of the goals now I consider now most of them na enye the fourth but that game against Nigeria very good saves but maybe there me position air if you are a Blasters goalkeeper you must also watch some some clat be do kakra me that's my position and based on the obey Blasters no
club
it should that I don't know and say to me so be dinati e man ekunim I
interview now. I think what he has agreed with Swindon Town is after the World Cup no usually post World Cup no and amount value at least you have been to the World Cup and back
a Premier League or Ghana Hanawan. They will struggle to play in Division 2 England.
But World Cup, you're going to be free to Ghana.
Oh, agreed. They all can admit to us here. But when the man say because of baby Obon, because me, the two, when you pick the Premier League Championship, League 1, League 2. League 1, League 2 standard no. It is African football now. You born now. La Ligue 1 money now. No.
Because Ali play them all car championship.
And oh yeah, they now some also share European team war. Yeah, nation team match na ya share way.
From qualifiers. I'm born no go semi final. Ali no am born. Ali goes and compete.
Yeah, dey na bo ano. It is Ali.
Them say after breaking it down. After breaking it down.
O ka je say ade a hu say e bo no baabi no. Ahafo no kwa e be say na anu Ghana champion enche kra. Anwumre bi. E was Algeria or Tunisia hen. Morocco. E na ye bugum abas esun gugu a. After breaking down. That was African Cup. They also you say Africa.
After breaking down to Ghana. But all Africa there. The Alice and the Rajas and Co. I'm team bo no correct
enti ujai alia ali ne redden e be ira ma ali o
ali be show sample bra and ali ya chef teams up na redden team ali team show mo so do me dey me say oh you Blasters goalkeeper when you the opportunity e be ara was Swindon na wonya ba Blasters but say what Blasters no be Blasters
you change your club
number 1 what qualify Blasters e dey go World Cup na sa de na ntimi amonya team nko papa
I go World Cup ni wi
anya team papa bi anko anko body at me na onya de you understand it I believe say if he wants to still be our number 1
in the club
even na ko say about Blasters Jojo Wallacott Ghana Blasters
yeah captain for no boss Saudi no so ye nyom den
Saudi ben
o boy bi ana
captain in Saudi
ofri
me ka say baby owo
ofri bi na ko baby
if you only obey to
yes established
because oh captain Black Stars so also ball league na I know so yeah he can
ofri baby na ko baby
o say no there
ofri baby na ko baby
the babu tina fe yeah nyana
mimi bigoji
producer say am fa call no be
mimi bigoji obi a obe make case for Wallacott because the performance we saw a man that opportunity no
headline
and come here say Ghana kasa so you are running short of goalkeepers
are the teams need goalkeepers
because
say you are running short of goals that's the keepers teams need
Tama say Wallacott na say me no Tama at least me no me no die goalkeepers are say years pass ye hu mo Ghana ha die
enti munyai sa de abalo aba ayi afense Wallacott back position some of you too and them there was our position
seriously me die
how many of them one man bomb dia no mo da one how many of them and that post match can see qualifier one
more justified
to like to justify and then keep the post for
tell me question I will say ye who keep person mama yen sterling performances
I'm talking about World Cup
but I say World Cup no kono enye Wallacott nkwa na de ko ye
the state
na pato bon na share no nkin ko yin fi mana
and is keeping here
Debbie
we are talking about our discussions about goalkeeping and goalkeepers and I'm saying and can nobody should doubt him again can they time no all bang and I know so the division be says but and after what happened especially in Nigeria and look at say doubting you
because say and dey dia kwa no I say sa na be fa no a
they free the team no
the no na be fa no na be ndai because ni be bia biam
but we got on no na be fa na that we played in one of the most difficult games in our time, in our recent history.
It's a rivalry game. It's a derby game.
Yeah, he was imposed and he made saves that took us to the World Cup. Same was on every team.
In the same no be no, and then they go World Cup no. Na mo mpa tama, ye nyina ye tu say. Wo ko tournament. Just say go keep papa say Wallacott pa na go keep dia.
Mba so yanko AFCON. You see, just one game home and away shouldn't
and one of
one
of game the three with the goalkeeper.
Ready? Say what tournament my own. Obi an say about what we are saying is that. What we are saying is
that. Tama, me mo die. Me ti hey.
So nin say.
Ni team no order, it has got nothing to do with the.
Me dey ni team order. But me no Wallacott o gina ho pa no. When you goalkeeper me no what confidence woni mu.
No only the gear and
me no about crowd them me more confidence about Romasine no me dey no crowd e ba akopɛ
Abalora na ye friend no ono so ko da go he made mistakes ye hu no
oh na say the World Cup he made mistake but we kept faith in him eventually he proved something
we had our worst AFCON and so
and I am more players on point
so baby bia so baby
baby pa there we have to encourage the young guy
one better
you give am because you any choice
so we are black number 1
ono so ye be ko Algeria se Morocco akoya asemeto no ho e ma match ba ko eto asukwa de udwane yes what say
Batama Wallacott you go for the club you go for the club
how can you say he lied
he lied
he lies
this is a report from the team itself
technical team in the catch us someone and
already
Richard has never lied there's no technical report to such technical report to
but
ongas ever for high on hydrogen so almost say ebi mamen community almost say the time ye kwa ko World Cup me dey say
qualify no
what say is the most expensive game
yes
we so can say and qualify na Adonia
we
are ko most expensive game no here I don't know say one off because who can find say ordinary match. Yes. Based on what you said at that time, this match was about the most important game.
No, this is
just one of game.
Because I just want to based upon that, you know, you don't never call. But tell me the mini confidence on you.
No, the most important game.
Me the mini confidence on you.
Yes, oh, match no, no, most important.
Most important.
Match has very
most important.
I'm so glad you have German penny. I did 322494401 pacho.
Anti dia kan so
2494771.
Dia kan so nyame adom yese de na ECP team no a mpanifo ye ne sa said do salam ne contract yo motimi asan 3 years ama asa Cameroon ni ama ye ya aka omo maka no players no omo ya no omo maintain no omo yenza nko arichi yenza nko fa Vitoedu mra Vitoedu ko arichi ya hunye ma oye o edi aka yenza nko fa Vitoedu yenza nko fa ntem wala mko ya obowie ye esa ko fe ade bowie se ko
no na be ko akopim se bowie nti yeah why
100.7
we are now with you still are 7 cents
ndime ngo
now is out to all here
anti baba isa so
player na beti yo coach ya na o practice wanka say you kura
honorable Dasipi honorable Gede no former assemblyman or fighting okay
hello
hello